A popular billionaire's wife introduced me to Mkpulummili, says Jaruma. Hi and welcome to Getting Right with Olivia. Jaruma Empire has come out to let us know that a popular billionaire's wife, whom she was friends with, introduced her to Mkpulummili, made her to pass through what she is passing through today. Of course, there was a time Lover carried this information, but we never believed him. We never believed what Lover was talking about, saying that look at what is happening to Jaruma Empire. That also billionaire's wife has introduced her what the billionaire's wife has been into. And according to the information, the news on social media, the only billionaire's wife the internet has known her with is Regina Daniels. So they are now asking, is she talking about Regina Daniels? Is it Regina Daniels that actually introduced her to Mkpulummili, to all those things that she is explaining and talking about? My people, this one there. Hey, now let us not let down on Lover. Some information that Lover used to carry, some come and debunk it, saying is a lie, while some will just keep mute and others. And we will be thinking that, oh, Lover is just chasing clouds. And from the comment section, people are confirming that allegedly, that when Regina Daniels was in a Benedict University, that she used to even take cocoa. Me, I don't know the one that is cocoa. That's what they wrote in the comment section. In fact, a lot has been said about Regina Daniels since Jaruma Empire came out to say all those things that she has been through. That a popular billionaire's wife, whom she has been friends with, introduced her to this. And also, she mentioned Dr. Anu. Although Dr. Anu is late, that's what people are saying. Now that Dr. Anu is late, how is she going to defend herself? My queens and kings, my correct, but then please, let's hear from Jaruma.
This is a Stella Demikoku exclusive. I can only do this for SDK. So what happened, it actually started with the poor billionaire's wife. When the friendship started, a lot of people warned me, and like people were like, she does drugs, so I should be careful so that she doesn't initiate me. So I jokingly said, oh, something I didn't do in secondary school, something I didn't do in university, is it now after getting married and after having kids that I'll do it? So I just laughed it off. I didn't take it serious. I'll be like, no, you guys, don't worry, I'll be safe. And yeah, like the way people said, okay, so she does loud, that's the drug that she takes. So, and just like people predicted, she was like, everything I'm going to say in this Stella Domingo exclusive, I'm going to post on my page videos so that you can see petitions to the IG of police, and then those I sued to court and stuff like that, everything. So as we're going, I'm going to be uploading everything so that you can see. So it first initially started with the drinking of alcohol. I'm a Muslim, so I can't drink alcohol. So I'm going to post a video where she's like, no, Jeremy, you have to drink this, Quincy, you have to drink this alcohol, you have to drink it, she kept on trying to pass it over to me. I don't have to, go. And I did all my best to like wiggle my way out of the situation. And I know, now I can't drink, I'm a Muslim and stuff like that, so that one passed. So normally days when she's like, oh, like maybe she passes loud to me, and I'm like, no babe, I'm good, thanks. I wasn't judging her then. I still don't judge her now, so everybody has their own situation. This is my own story, and this is how everything started. So one day I went over to visit her, and then I saw like all of them with a lot of balloons, and in my head I was wondering, what are grown adults doing with balloons? And then she was like, yo, Kunja, you need to try this, So she did the instrument, and then she broke the balloon, and then she put it in my mouth, and she said, just inhale it, just breathe it in. And I did. And guys, I just felt like half of my brain just died. I was standing, so I started falling to my knees. I was falling like gently, gradually to my knees, and then my mouth shifted to the left, and then I started drooling. So I just, when I got on my knees, I just laid down on the ground, and I didn't even know where I was, like how it is. And then she was like, yeah, that's it, that's the feeling, that's the first time I felt that. This is what happens to everyone the first time they do it, but by the time you do it like 4 times, 5 times, you're gonna get used to, your system will get used to it, and then you're gonna become a professional. So after a while, after I got myself back from the floor, I was really upset because I told her that I refused to take alcohol from her, I refused to take loud from her. So I was really upset that she still had to find a way to give me the balloon, and then I'm my mother's only child, so I've always been afraid of doing this, like since secondary school and university. I was like, it's gonna kill my mom, it's gonna kill my mom. I'm an only child, so I can't afford to like take any chances and stuff like that. So I was so mad. And then that was when I left. That was the last time I spoke to her face to face, like live, like in person. I was so upset, and I never spoke to her again after that. So I left. I left angrily. Then a few months later, there was a doctor. We saw a news on news platforms that someone went for BBL, and everybody was so angry with the doctor. They said her name is Dr. Anu, that Dr. Anu is quack, she's not a good doctor, she killed someone and stuff like that. So she reached out to me on Instagram. I've never met her before, never spoken to her before. She reached out to me on Instagram DM, and she's like, oh Jaruma, look at everything that's happening. It's such, like, I can't believe it, this person died, it wasn't my fault, like that. So I just like consoled her. I said, oh, don't worry, everything will be fine. I was in Dubai then. So I decided to come to Nigeria, and then when I came to Nigeria, she was the first person to come and see me. So when she came to see me, it was the same thing, the same crying and everything. She felt so bad about the person dying and how everybody's attacking her. Oh, Jaruma, they're trying to bring me down. They're trying to bring down my business and tarnish my image. I said, don't worry, everything's going to be okay, because even the best doctors in the world have had patients that died. Life and death is in the hands of the Creator and stuff like that. So we talked in general. We talked about life. We talked about business. We talked about relationships, marriages, divorce, kids, and everything. And she was like, babe, if I do an injection for you, you're going to sleep like you've never slept before. You're going to forget all your problems. And I'm like, oh, you don't mean it? She's like, yeah. So, she's a medical doctor, so I didn't really think anything negative of it, right? And then she was like, bring your hand, bring your hand. I was sitting on the couch, and then she was like, come to your bed, come to your bed, come and sit on your bed, come and sit on your bed. I sat on my bed, and then she took my hand, and then she pushed in the injection. And the moment she started the injection, I just felt something from the back of my neck, like this down to my shoulder, back of my shoulder. I was like, like the body had felt something it had never felt before. And as she was doing it, I was just like collapsing, like going down to my bed. And then I was knocked out, so I don't want to like exaggerate it or so, but I think I was knocked out for like, it's really very difficult for me to talk about it, very emotional, it's serious trauma for me. It's not something I want to talk about, and I can only do this for SDK, Stella Jamiko. She's the only one I can like do this for, so it's such a terrible experience. And how I was trapped into it, so I was knocked out for like 2 weeks. I wouldn't like I would turn around, maybe Maltina, bite bread, but I could not like get up from the bed or sit down or like stand on my feet for like 2 weeks. So that was just how it started. It's actually a very long story. I'm gonna give it more like in details, but this is like the first maybe 8 minutes or 12 minutes for SDK, and then that was it. And then after 2 weeks, I was able to get myself back, and I was like trying to go to work, check the factory, the workers, my staff, and everything like that. And after like 3 weeks, I think something had happened, and I just said to myself, oh, I don't think I want to do this. I just want to rest and I want to sleep. And then I now called her, that's Dr. Anu, and I think I sent her like to 820k. That was the first time I had actually purchased it from her. And then she came and she did some rounds for me of the injection and stuff like that. And then that was it. And then I just like started spiraling down. I just didn't even care about going to work anymore. I didn't want to walk. It was just about the injections. Such a terrible experience, very difficult experience. You haven't seen me in like 3 years, so I have to like take 3 years off to get well, and then take a very long break. So that's how it started, and then the spiraling down. I don't want to walk, I don't want to do anything. It was just all about that. And then when I tried to stop, I became very sick. I started vomiting and purging, and my body would be shaking like I have like a fever or malaria or typhoid. Like I would become very sick, and then the only time you would get well was if you do the injection again. So true. It's very difficult to talk about. Such a terrible experience. It's something I don't ever want to remember in my life. It's terrible. Terrible experience. Yeah. So I would get really sick, so I had to go back and do the injection again. And then there was something else I wanted to tell you about that, about falling sick and everything. So at a point, so when you do it, you get well, you feel better, then you don't sleep. And when you wake up from sleep, you feel just so sad and just so depressed and just so fed up, right? So I just got tired of it, and then so this is what happened. So I'll show you, like, when you have malaria, so one glass is called one ampoule. So one ampoule stopped working, I started doing 2 ampoules, 2 stopped working, I started doing 3 ampoules, 3 stopped working, I started doing, so when I did 5, I started, like jacking, and foam was coming out of my mouth, my eye was going back. Subhanallah. My eyes were my the black was going back. You could only see the white. Foam was coming out of my mouth, and like when you have epilepsy and they have to put like a spoon in your mouth. So they didn't put a spoon in my mouth, so I chewed my mouth and my tongue. So by morning it was like really swollen and everything.
Jaruma, I don't know. Is it my ear? Did you guys hear what she said at the beginning of this video? She said, poor billionaire's wife. Poor billionaire's wife. And this description falls on only one particular person that we have known her with. All fingers are pointing to at one particular person, which is Regina Daniels. But looking at Regina Daniels, she doesn't look it. She's fine and cool, unlike if she somehow talking about Blessing CEO would have said, oh, it's true, because of recent it's Blessing CEO that has been behaving as if she's on something. But saying Regina Daniels, ah, now wow. Oh, please drop your take down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you're asking who is speaking, my name is Olivia, and this is Getting Around with Olivia. Bye.